We have already seen how to do multiplication with the concrete form using the TLMs. We have used the box method also. Now let us see how do we do multiplication in the abstract stage. First, let us take the earlier example of 12 multiplied by 13. 12 multiplied by 13. Let us see, we can write this in both ways. 13 by 12 is also correct. But what will be the answer if we write the other way around? We can compare it to the box method and see. Normally, in the concrete stage, before starting multiplication, we have to first show the place value. This is units. These are tens, units and tens. Now let us multiply. First we have to multiply the unit to unit. 3 2s are 6 and 3 1s are 3. This is easy. Now I will multiply from the tens position. Tens position to the units position. So when I say, I can say 1 into 2 or 10 into 2, that is 20. When we normally do multiplication, we just say 1 2s are 2. But where do we write this 2? Here or somewhere down here? Normally we say we have to write it here. Why should we write it here? We need to think about this. Let us first complete this problem. 1 into 2 is 2, 1 into 1 is 1. But I have multiplied from the 10th position. Why should we keep this particular place empty? Why shouldn't we write anything? When we ask this question to children or to teachers, we get different answers. We can leave it empty, or we can write an X mark here, or we can write a plus, or we can write a 0 also. 0 or a plus mark or an empty space. So what should the children learn? It becomes a multiple choice question. If we give them so many options, what will be the right way? Why should we make that option available to children? Which one is correct? When we multiply from 10, this is 20. We can say that, right? Therefore, what should we do after this? We have to add it. 6, 3 plus 2 is 5 and 1. There can be a question here. The teachers or the children may ask this. 10 2s are 20, but 10 10s are 100. How do we write it? For that, let us do the same problem in an expanded way, and let us see if we get the same answer. I'll write it down. 12 into 13 units, tens, units, tens. Now we have to do it according to the place value. 3 2s are 6. Now from units, I am multiplying the tens position. 3 tens are 30. See, when I multiply each number, I will write it down here. 10 2s are 20. This is 10th position. It is not 1. This is 10. So 10 2s are 20. 10 tens are 100. Now, let us see what is the answer. 0 plus 6 is 6. 3 plus 2 is 5. 1. When we did it with this method, the problem in this method, in both these methods, 20 plus 100, 120. We wrote it in a simplified way. 30 plus 6, 36. We simplified it here. We have simplified a particular step. We have jumped it, that's all. This particular step we have not considered, we have directly written 36. When we say like this, children will understand why we should write a 0 in this particular position. They will understand it very easily. Let us do one more example. Let us take a bigger number. Let us say 22 multiplied by 23. Let us make it 122 just to see what happens if we have a hundreds position. Let us write the place values, units, tens, and 100. First, we multiply the units to units. 3 2s are 6. Units to tens. 3 into 20 is 60. 3 into 100 is 300. 20 into 2, 40. 20 into 20 is 400. 20 into 100 is 2000. Now look at all these zeros. When we multiply from a 10th position, we write the 0 here. And when we multiply by 100, we write the 0 here. If we show the importance of the 0 and why we should write it here, they will understand it easily. Let us add it and see. 6 and 4 is 10. 1 we carry over. 3, 4 and 8. 2. This is the answer. What do we see here is, when we multiply from a tens position, the 0 comes here, and when we multiply from 100th position, the 0 comes here. So this is multiplication in the abstract form. We did addition and subtraction from the unit position. Why should we do multiplication from the unit position? Why not from the tens position? What is the answer for this question? Let us look at a real life situation. There are 2345 boxes in a room. I have to move these boxes from one room to the other. I have to transfer them from here to there. How do I do it easily? Should I take one by one, or should I make a bundle of 10? If I make boxes of 10, it becomes 200 bundles. Can I make a bundle of 100? Then I will have 23 bundles. What if I do? Then 23 bundles will be there. What if I make a bundle of 1000 boxes? I will have just 2 bundles. That is, when we do multiplication, we have to do it from the units. Make a bundle of units, we make a bundle of tens, and then we make a bundle of hundreds, and then we make a bundle of thousands. This problem becomes simple. We get a simple way out. When we have 2 bundles of 1000, it is difficult to carry it because it may be heavy. If it is too heavy, we may have to make 23 bundles, 2345. If we have to take one by one, it will take a lot of time. That is why we have to make a bundle of tens and hundreds and thousands. That will be easy. In this way, all multiplication starts with units, moves to tens, hundreds, and moves on to the next higher place.